Today we are in Arlington, Virginia, checking out a brand new modern home built by a local builder and listed with Carlos Garcia of Keller Williams. This home is over 5,000 square feet and 4 levels of luxury finishes and is in a great location close to Ballston Mall and of course DC. Inside we have 5 beds, 4.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, a gorgeous kitchen, and 2 spacious primary suites. The asking price for this home is $2,499,000. And with that being said, let's start the tour. And if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to me below.
All right, let's get this tour started. And as soon as we walk in here, we have this ultra modern floating white oak staircase right there, and check out the 2-story foyer, the modern light fixtures and some windows above. Got the sconces on the wall as well. And I'll just turn you around so you can see where we came in from. So you can see we got the modern lights, goes all the way up, and the modern railing on the 2nd floor as well. The green door here, and this is just your coat closet. Thought this was the garage for a second, but that would be on the other side. I love this staircase here, and you even have lights underneath it. So to our left is the powder room. You got the pocket door, got this nice backsplash and the gold trim and lights. Modern toilet. All right, so let's make our way over to the kitchen and the main living area. Oh man, this is something else. So we got the pendant lights, we got the monogram appliances. Let's open up this refrigerator. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so much water in my life. So after this video tour, I'll probably have to grab a water bottle or two. So we got the accent lighting, massive quartz countertop here, and we got the oversized sink, which I really like. And here is the view from behind the sink. You're pretty close to Ballston, so you don't have as much land as some properties, but your view at the back is actually pretty nice, even in this more dense kind of neighborhood. So we have the dark green cabinets, and they do look really nice with the white countertops here. Got the monogram microwave. Beautiful oven right here with the pot filler. And of course, they got it nicely staged. Anytime a house is nicely staged and also has some of these accent lights and just went a little above and beyond on the lighting, it makes it look so much better. It really makes a house stand out when you do the staging and really good lighting. So this would be the butler's pantry. Really long countertop. We got our little coffee station and this super long window as well. And then right next to that we have, looks like a washer and a dryer. So it's a pretty large system right there. So basically your pantry and laundry room are right off of the kitchen, right off of the garage, but kind of tucked away so you're not in everyone's business. Got our 2-car garage, plus you got street parking, plus you got the driveway. And parking in this neighborhood is not too much of an issue. Once you get much closer to Ballston, or if you're in Clarendon or Lyon Village, that kind of thing, parking's a little bit tighter, but usually you're pretty good around here. So let's take a look at this kitchen from this angle. This is just a beautiful kitchen Like, it's not a massive kitchen, but actually that island is pretty massive. I guess the point is I've seen bigger kitchens, but this is just very well done. They have every, high-end appliances, high-end cabinets, high-end lighting. You can see the backsplash there. Also, the windows and doors in this house, you see they got the floor-to-ceiling windows. They are Marvin windows and Marvin doors. So obviously a very high-end brand. And look at all the space for seating you have there. And I love that lighting underneath. So you could definitely entertain here if you wanted to. And this right here would be the dining room. So it's not like a separate formal dining room like some of the houses that we look at, but there's definitely a good enough space in between the kitchen and the living room. And nobody really uses a formal dining room anyways, right? I'm gonna get some comments on this video. So we got the accent wall here with, looks like the gas fireplace, I believe. You could fit a pretty good size big screen TV right there. And the flooring here is some type of white oak, I believe. I know the stairs are a white oak, the floating staircase. One really good thing about this house, you have several different decks and outdoor spaces. So obviously you don't have like a massive yard, but some people don't want a massive yard. That's a lot of maintenance, a lot of work. So it's all fenced in. If you wanted to, you could just put privacy trees all around, make it your little backyard oasis, as they say. And this part is covered, so if you wanted to, you could put a fan right there as well and enjoy this porch, rain or shine. So the neighborhood that we're in right now, you're starting to see a lot more new construction. You have a lot of these smaller, very small, sometimes older houses. There's some actual small multifamily homes around here. And then you're starting to see a lot of these new construction homes going in. And just the way the lot is set up, the homes are a little bit, I'd say a little bit more like narrow. But the builders do a good job of, tall ceilings and just making good use out of the space. So check out the second level. And like I mentioned, I love this stairwell with the lights, the floating white oak, the modern look. But tell me what you're thinking so far. And as always, if you want to set up a showing for this house, if you have any questions about this house or any homes around Northern Virginia, DC, just reach out to me anytime. And I would love to assist you. All right, so up here we get a lot of natural light. This is kind of like an open living room of sorts. If someone really wanted to, maybe they could make it like a 6th bedroom, but it's kind of cool just to have this space, kind of a flexible type of space. And this would just be the HVAC. So as you can see, there's like a mega house right there, and then this house right next to me is smaller, and it's just kind of like that throughout the neighborhood. But I'm sure in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you're just gonna see a lot of new construction, kind of like how you see everywhere. But this neighborhood has always been a little bit less expensive, so you see more builders coming in. I like this view from up here. All right, let's check out the first bedroom. Got the large Marvin window. And they have these like green doors, but it gives it a nice look. trying to think of the style it would be, but maybe like Southern, a little bit, Charleston, I don't know. Open this guy up. So we got shower, and where does this go to? Oh, interesting. So you can access the shower from 2 different sides. I actually don't know if I've seen that before. Get the tile. But that's kind of cool. And you can see the vanities, the matching green as well. Turn that fan off. Tell me in the comment section if you've ever seen that before. Maybe I'm just crazy and that's like a common thing, but I don't think I've seen that too often. All right, so we got the pocket door, the hallway bathroom. Actually, my shirt kind of matches the color of the doors as well. And we'll just get a look at this again just because I think it's kind of cool. So we got a couple different options to walk out here. Got another pocket door. And we got our closet here. So these 2 bedrooms share that bathroom. They got the security camera in the bottom right there. Got to be on our best behavior. Yeah, I love the oversized windows here. I wish every house had these upscale, oversized windows, floating staircase, high-end appliances. So on this level, we have the 3 bedrooms. This would be the primary suite. I love this backdrop here with the trees. And like I mentioned, you could probably put even more privacy trees if you really wanted to, but it's already pretty green. And you got the wall of windows or sliding glass doors there. So you can get your king size bed in here. Got a couple closets. So if you're keeping track, this would be the second covered outdoor space. Oh wow, look at that house. They have like a whole, I don't know even what you call that, but they have like 2 or 3 levels of outdoor space as well. So you might put a fan or a light fixture up there. But it's a pretty big space out here. Drink some coffee in the morning or take a nap out here. And it's a beautiful day as well. So let me just show you from this angle and then we'll head over to the primary bathroom. We got our pocket doors. Oh, this is nice. Of course, you got to have the 2 sinks, and we got the gold fixtures there. Check out this closet. So we have 2 different towel closets. And we got our freestanding tub in this section and the sprayer right there. So it's kind of tucked away to the side. Of course, we got our shower. So we got the upscale fixtures here. Beautiful tile work. Our shelf. And we got our water closet with the pocket door as well. So very nicely done. You can tell they put some thought into this layout. And we will make our way upstairs to the 3rd level. So if you made it this far, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you think of the house. And of course, if you have any questions or if you want to set up a showing for this house or any houses around Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, just reach out to me below and I would love to assist you. So this is pretty cool. We got our ping pong set up. This is a very small ping pong table, but it is a ping pong table. Maybe more like a beer pong table. This is super cool though. You kind of have a view of the neighborhood. We got our wet bar over here, beverage cooler, and the beautiful countertops and cabinets again. Yeah, I really like this contrast with the green and the white. And that's actually the closet for the primary suite. So we have 2 primary suites, 2 pretty impressive primary suites. So if you just want to take over this level and you have more privacy up here, obviously, then that's definitely an option. Probably what I would do. So again, we just have this view of all the trees. We got the big windows here. And then the closet, like I mentioned, is over to the left. So you have a huge walk-in closet. This is pretty cool. I like this room. Let me just show you like a view out here. We got our Trex flooring. So we have 3 different decks, which I think is really cool. You don't see that too often except for that house over there to the right. But I think these decks are a little bit better. So you got a good size 2nd primary suite. Let's check out the bathroom now. So we got the black tub, got the gold fixtures, and we got our 2 sinks here again with a nice big mirror. Gold faucets, our shower, got our window up there, beautiful tile, and then to the right we have our water closet. So let's check out, oh, we got another, they really like their pocket doors in this house. This would be the primary closet, and we also have laundry up here. So there's 2 different laundry areas. We got one right off the kitchen, and then this would be the second one, and plenty of space in here. I should almost make this a rooftop too. But we got enough outdoor space, I think. So you can see plenty of space here. You know, you might add a few things, but you got this wall of cabinets right there. That would definitely be enough for me. I love this space up here because you get so much natural light. And obviously it's a little more private. And you can kind of see the neighborhood on that one side. All right, so we still have the basement to go. So we will make our way downstairs to the basement. That's a cool view right there. So tell me what you're thinking about this house. Tell me where you're watching from. And of course, if you want to set up a showing for any houses, and they don't have to be $2 million houses like this one. I do most price ranges. And if it's in the Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland area, I could definitely help you out. This is just a very pleasant house. Very pleasant day as well. That definitely helps. So we got this porcelain tile, it feels like, down here. This goes out too. Okay, so you do have a side entrance if you wanted to rent it out or just nice to have in general. And this is more like a den space. Maybe somebody would use it as a bedroom. They kind of have it set up like a bedroom with a closet, but there's no window. And we got our full bath down here. So they went with a little bit different style down here. And you do have the tub. But yeah, very gorgeous tile work. And we're still kind of going with that white and green and gold look, which I think goes together very well. Oh, we even have some bottles of champagne or something right there. Shelves. Always got to open a couple cabinets because people seem to like that. And you can see we got our tankless water heater. Then this would be a cool place to entertain. Did we already open up this? No, we did not. So we got our sump pump in there, maybe a little bit of storage as well. And we do have a step down. So this is cool because the ceiling height is really tall down here. So it doesn't feel like an actual underground basement. You have a ton of space to work with. And look how wide this stairwell is. This might be the widest basement stairwell I've ever seen. So if you're moving furniture down here, you will not have any problems. And then these are just drains. Let me back up a little bit. So we got our windows. Behind me, you have the floor to ceiling glass sliding doors. And then we got the living room space. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one, and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel.